Hello, good afternoon, and thank you for being here. I am so stoked. You cannot imagine. I'd like to thank the media on short notice for being here today, and I think it's also notable who is not here with the media, our Chicago business newspaper, who usually is the first one to be here when we have someone leaving in our town, mysteriously is not present today. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. During my campaign, I probably mentioned this building behind me more than any other vacant building in Naperville, the old Menards building. It is the poster child of what so many communities throughout this country are going through in terms of these big box stores that have closed up and having difficulty finding business partners to take them on. And so this has been a challenge of mine, and this particular building has been right in the crosshairs of my attention for economic development. So I am so pleased. It took every bit of my effort not to climb on top of this building and yell out a month ago that Patel Brothers are coming to town. Patel Brothers are coming to town. But I didn't. I resisted, and I'm glad I did, because I didn't want to kill the deal. But a couple of things that I want to that I think are noteworthy. First of all, just a quick genesis of how this sort of happened. Krishna Bansal is here today, who represents ICO, the Indian Community Outreach Group. They had India Day Parade last year, and at that parade, I had the pleasure of meeting two of the two Patel brothers, Rakesh and Shwatal. And I know I said that, I'm sorry for my pronunciation, but I'm working on that part. And at that time, he had given me a business card and said, yeah, I'd like to bring a grocery store to your town someday. And I put that card in my pocket. And a couple of months later, I met with Nick Peters, who was the broker on this building, and Christine Jeffries, and I think Doug Krieger, Ray Kinney, and Scott Worley. We met and talking about different ideas on this building, and gave Nick that card that I got that day from at the India Day Parade. Nick followed up, and fast forward to about a month ago, Rakesh had contacted the city of Naperville, said we're ready to go. And I think something that's really noteworthy that I wanted to point out is that they did not come here, the Patel family did not come to Naperville with their hand out. They came here saying we want to be a partner in the community. They weren't looking for incentives, and it was done the right way, knowing that this community is going to support them and give them a great business environment, and they are in turn supporting this community, and it's the way it's supposed to be done. So I'm very proud of them for their business acumen, and I think it shows great character on them as a family as well. So thank you for that. We have a lot of people here, and I am going to refer to some notes here, who need to be recognized on this particular event, because there was a lot of people who were involved with it. Certainly starting with Naperville Development Partnership, who has been working tirelessly for, well, many, many years. 15 years plus this building has been empty, so this is why it is the poster child. So Christine, thank you. Your board, several of your board members are here. It was a long road, and we appreciate you sticking with it, and that was certainly well worth it. That would include David Just, who's the president, David is not here, but Ray Kinney and Scott Worley were very instrumental as well. And Councilman Judy Broadhead, who's not here, is the NDP liaison, and she has also been a big supporter of that as well. City Manager Doug Krieger, thank you for hanging in there with us. Where are you, Doug? There you are. You're right behind the camera. Thank you for hanging in there with us and supporting all this effort. I know that the one thing that Rakesh wanted when he met with us is he wanted to know that we were also on his team. Coming in here, they have a lot of work to do, and they don't want a lot of hurdles, unnecessary hurdles. And we committed that we're going to make sure that we're working for them, right, DLT? That's right. Nick Peters, again, thank you very much, Nick, for working hard and getting this deal done. We appreciate your work on this. And of course, Krishna Bansal and the Indian American, he's our Indian American liaison to the mayor's office. Krishna, your bringing the India Day Parade to Naperville was the catalyst that made this happen, and so thank you for that. It's a great help for the community. With that, I'm going to introduce one of the Patel brothers, come up and say a few words about this project and about their vision. And Shwatal Patel.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you. So here we are today in Naperville, with thanks to Mayor Steve Cherico. We are ready on time and on schedule. The mayor has welcomed us with open arms, extended access, and accommodated our needs as the new fixtures of the community. So thank you very much. As for Patel Brothers, it is really simple. Sorry. We just celebrate our food, our culture, and we're doing that today with you. So thank you, Naperville. Almost half a century ago, two brothers, Muffet and Talashi, Indian immigrants from a rural village in the western state of Gujarat, working professionally in Chicago in engineering and assembly, craved a taste of home. In answering that craving, they wound up living out a great American success story. With the purchase of a small Indian grocery store on Devon Avenue, the first Patel Brothers store was established. That was in 1974. And since then, the mom and pop business has grown to over 50 stores nationwide, with the whole family involved, with us being the first generation and younger kids coming in as the second generation. Patel Brothers is the largest grocery store chain in North America, selling primarily Indian and Pakistani groceries. And the celebration continues. Celebrating our food and our culture from the beginning. In answer to finding the ingredients, for 25 years, our own SWAT product line has been providing a variety of tastes and spices. The flavors maintain a great and vast selection of international products. Today, we invite you to seek out that hard to find ingredient, try an authentic recipe, or come for a simple taste of home, all under one roof in our new 39,000 square foot Naperville store. Patel Brothers is your one-stop shop. This complex will provide you with clothing, jewelry store, a salon, and more dining options that are up on the near horizon. A celebration going on decades with the entire family, bringing a taste of home to those familiar with our guests. Welcome to our food, welcome to our culture. Thank you.
Well, thank you. And that concludes the presentation. If there's any questions from the media, Shweta, if there's any questions that you might have, he's available for that, or I am as well. So, and then we'll take a couple of photos with the members of NDP and the other people who were involved that I recognized earlier. If we can kind of step forward, we can get a couple of photos, and then a group photo with everybody if we could. Any questions?
What are the
Spell the names, please. First names.
Spell the names. Spell the names of your family.
Muffet, M-A-F-A-T, and Talashi, T-A-L-A-S-H-I. They're the founders. Myself, Swetal, S-W-E-T-A-L, and my brother, Rakesh, R-A-K-E-S-H.
Thank you.
Other than the grocery store, what other stores or options will be inside?
There'll be a salon. There'll be clothing, jewelry. Within the store, there'll be a fresh cut produce section, a fresh bakery section, an Indian style deli section.
Are those part of your business or run by outside business?
No, anything that's grocery related is us. Everything will be outside is from other vendor partners.
Do you have the other vendors lined up already?
Majority of them, yes.
And what kind of work are you doing on the interior of the building?
Oh, it's all about my brother. He loves to make things beautiful. So Naperville is going to get a really nice looking store.
It's a complete redo.
It's a complete redo, yes.
Are you renting or did you buy the property?
We bought.
Opening date.
August 1st, hopefully.
August 13th with India Day.
Yes, absolutely.
And the exterior, what are you guys doing on the outside of the building?
The entire facade is going to change. It's going to go wall to wall, and in the center of the section right here, I believe it'll be 20 to 25 feet high clear glass windows.
rendering will be available?
Rendering Tuesday. Rendering will be with the mayor's office on Tuesday.
So other than the India Day Parade connection, what made you want to come to Naperville?
It's just been on our map. You know, the thing is, for the past 10 years, we've been growing our business outside of Chicago. And we're a Chicago-based company. We started here in 1974. So as soon as my brother got some more time, you know, we opened Schaumburg last year, and Naperville's been on the board for 5-6 years now.
Wish you wouldn't have waited.
They've been.
And how many employees do you expect?
60 plus.
Anything else? Okay, if we could first get the members of